This is Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com. Hope you enjoy this Critical Thought, your daily discussion on game design. And be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and you can pitch future Critical Thought topics. Welcome to a very special midnight edition of the Critical Thought here on the YouTube channel. I decided to make this special video as we've all just finished watching Nintendo's press conference revealing more information about the Nintendo Switch. And in an effort to remain somewhat topical, I figure I want to share my thoughts on things. So the first bit of news is of course the price. The Nintendo Switch has been revealed to be $299 at launch, with the launch date of March 3rd of this year. I'm kind of disappointed at that price. I was kind of expecting it to be $250, about the same price as the Wii U. As we know, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have had their prices lowered over the last few months, and I'm sure they may even get lower as more information or time goes on with the PlayStation 4 Pro and whatever the big announcement is, or the next code iteration for Xbox One. When it comes to the actual Joy-Cons, I'm a little bit concerned on that one. I mean, with these big hands, I think I'm going to basically engulf them very easily. Color-wise, I was kind of hoping for two blue or two red, that kind of thing. Just for me, because I love having all my color blue Nintendo handhelds and such around here. When it comes to the games themselves, we saw the somewhat usual grab bag of Nintendo announcements. Super Mario Odyssey, I'm going to be really excited about that one, to tell you the truth. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are two of my favorite games of all time, and even if Mario takes place in the real world and there's, I guess, Pimp Bowser now, I'm definitely excited about that. Also, if Nintendo hasn't already thought of it, Bowser in a tux definitely needs to be a new amiibo. Speaking of amiibos, one of the more interesting announcements out of the Nintendo Switch is the fact that they are still going to be supporting amiibos with the platform. I think the right Joy-Con has the reader built into it, and that's going to be kind of interesting. We've talked about the amiibos multiple times here on the Critical Thoughts as well as on Game Wisdom Live, and I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to be doing with them with the Switch going forward. I still have all my amiibos behind me, which you can't see due to how the camera is, but they're all there. And I'm wondering if we will be seeing either updated versions of the ones we already have, or brand new ones with new functionality built in. Now, with the rest of the games announced, 1-2 Switch, I'll be honest, doesn't interest me in the slightest. But ARMS does look interesting. And Nintendo, of course, still has that knack for creating very stylized looking games. And it looks like it's going to be another one of those just very joyous games to play. But that does go hand in hand with another big announcement that does have me a little bit uneasy. And that is the reveal about Nintendo's online services. It's been revealed that the Switch will have a new online service when it gets released, and for a time it will be free, but eventually it will transition into a subscription service. I'm assuming much like Xbox Live, the Gold accounts, and of course PS Plus, and that kind of concerns me. Right now we don't know what additional features or functionality it's going to have, but a Nintendo online platform that's simply for online access, and paid I mean, I don't think it's going to do well. I'm just not seeing enough games from a Nintendo side of things to justify that monthly cost in the same way that we have with everything on Xbox Live, and of course Sony rolling in discounts and stuff like that with the PS Plus. Now, with that said, of course, with Nintendo, we have no idea what they're planning for this new service. So, if they do throw in stuff like maybe free virtual console games or additional features like that, that could sweeten the deal. And of course, there's still no announcement regarding pricing. Now, with the other games that were revealed, definitely my excitement just basically kept going up, and up as we were getting some of those reveals. new Shin Megami Tensei game. Of course, I'm going to have to play that. I'm kind of disappointed there still is no announcement regarding Etrian Odyssey 5, but maybe they are saving that for a 3DS or I guess next year's E3 or whatever. There was, of course, two new Dragon Quest games, or Dragon Warrior. We unfortunately get those two confused very easily, and I'm okay about that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, considering the last one was, or Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was one of my favorite games for the Wii, I'm definitely going to be getting that one. And the new game from Square Enix, the Octo something, whatever that one was, that style intrigues me, and I'm wondering which team is building that one. If it's similar, if it's the team who did Bravely Default, I'm going to be curious to see how that one is going to turn out. With the third-party games, I'm pretty much take it or leave it myself. As you know, I'm not a huge Skyrim guy, so that announcement didn't do anything for me. I thought I saw a F-Zero looking game during that demo reel of all the games, including Farming Simulator. I'm wondering if we'll ever see another Harvest Moon game, because that would be kind of interesting for the Switch. Now, with that said, of course, the big announcement that kind of rounded out the night was the reveal of the next Legend of Zelda game, and it will be a launch title. And that looks fantastic. I can't wait to play that. And it keeps reminding me that I've yet to play Skyward Sword. I've played, I think, literally every other Zelda game except for the Game Boy Season one, the one that was like 2 discs or 2 cartridges you had to buy kind of thing. So at some point, I definitely need to rectify that. Now, with the system, I guess, as a whole, I mean, like I said in the first announcement, or the first talk of the Nintendo Switch, this is Nintendo being Nintendo. They are basically saying screw it to the mainstream line, so I think that is a good thing. But I'm kind of wondering, or I'm a little bit worried, if that price may be too close to the PS4 and Xbox One in terms of trying to compete with it. Now, with the system itself, like I said, the Joy-Cons they look a little bit too small for me. One other concern that I have, obviously, is the screen. As you know, it can be played in its dock on a big screen. You can have it, resting on a table, or you can carry around with you like a portable device. And I'm kind of wondering, or I'm kind of concerned, if that will have any kind of screen protector. Because I can just imagine putting that in my bag or whatever, and having all manner of objects scratching it, leaving stains, all that kind of stuff. Now, the other big concern, of course, is the battery life. I believe it was announced that the system will have a battery life of about 2.5 hours to 6 hours, depending on what you're playing. And that does seem kind of low, especially if they want this to be a travel, you can go wherever you want kind of thing. But we will have to see how things will work once we get the system in a few months from now. Now, one other bit of announcement that I want to touch on, and this is kind of about a discussion that I had I think literally like 3-4 days ago for an upcoming podcast, is the online service. As we know, Nintendo has been basically 5 steps behind the other consoles and of course the PC when it comes to online services, connected accounts, stuff like that. And there was no reveal regarding that with the Nintendo Switch. And I'm hoping that this will be the console that Nintendo will just let us have that unified account again. Let me have, one account for my 3DS, my Switch, my virtual console. And maybe if we hope and pray enough, maybe for the Wii and the GameCube and all that stuff. But I think we all know that's probably more of a pipe dream than anything else. Speaking of the virtual console, there was no big reveals about or anything like that. And I'm kind of curious if we will see an expansion. On the upcoming podcast, we kind of talked about if we will see, I think we were at the GameCube, if we'll see more GameCube games on the Switch. Or I think it was I think it was GameCube. Again, it's after midnight here, so my brain is starting to shut down. But let's wrap things up here for this quick second critical thought for the day. With the Switch, again, Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda, and Shin Megami Tensei, that pretty much guarantees I'll be buying the system, I think, right there. I'm still sad we didn't hear anything more about a Metroid game. I'm still waiting on a freaking Star Tropics sequel. And they're still less than 2 months away to get any more information regarding the system. For those of you watching, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch? Here it is once again in its lovely image there. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how this will do on the market. Nintendo looks like they're basically taking the let's just throw everything we have at it to see what will work and what won't. But again, we'll have to wait to see how the market will respond. Also, I almost forgot, new Suda51 game, so that is also a cause for celebration. But let's wrap things up here because I can't talk anymore for tonight. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And don't get too used to these second critical thoughts at midnight. This is more of a special occasion than anything else. Otherwise, I'm Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com. Be sure to check back for more great content here and on Game Wisdom where we examine the art and science of games. And with that, I'm going to stop talking for tonight. Until tomorrow, take care. And we're back because there's one more announcement before I hit the hay for tonight. It was revealed on Nintendo's site that one of the features with the online service is you'll be able to download one free NES or SNES title a month. The wording is a little fuzzy there, but the games will have online play. Now that is very interesting that it's going to be for the NES and SNES titles. Because again, this is an age that was an age where we didn't have that, but I would love for them to expand that onto the N64 and who knows, maybe GameCube era. Because there are a lot of games on there I would certainly love to play online. Still, no information on their site about having a dedicated or one unified online account. Just want to make that quick announcement. Now I'm going to sleep. Take care. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, share with your friends. It always helps out. For daily posts on all manner of game design and industry topics, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the site and everything that I do, be sure to check out the Patreon campaign. If we can hit goals, it will mean more content for everyone to enjoy, and I'll be able to support myself and my household. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Twitter at GWBycer for updates throughout the day and random thoughts from me. And lastly, you can find me on Twitch right over there at GWBycer for daily streams most nights around 10 Eastern. Thanks again for watching the video, and be sure to check out more great content coming to the Game Wisdom channel real soon.